Number 18, sketch a graph of a function f having the indicated characteristics. One thing that I did on this, and hopefully you already changed this should say f prime of 1 equals 2, otherwise things just do not match up. So if I'm looking at this, I'm first of all going to put on my graph, it says that f of negative 1 equals 0, which means there's the point negative 1, 0. So negative 1, 0 is a point on my graph. All right, the next thing that I want to do is an f prime chart. An f prime chart, I'm going to put wherever the derivative equals 0 or where the derivative is undefined. It does tell me that at negative 1, the derivative is undefined, and it also tells me that at 1, the derivative is equal to 0. Okay, now it tells me that when x is less than negative 1, so over here to the left of negative 1, the first derivative is going to be less than 0, so that is going to be a negative value. And then here it tells me that between negative 1 and 1, my first derivative is going to be bigger than 0, which means it's going to be positive. And then also that same thing is happening when x is bigger than 1. Okay, so that tells me that my graph is decreasing, and then it's increasing, and then it's increasing some more. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just draw a rough sketch just to make sure that I have that happening. Okay, I know that I need to decrease till I get to 1, negative 1, and then I need to increase till I get to 1, and then I need to increase some more. So that just kind of gives me a rough sketch, and I'm not sure exactly it's right, so we're going to go down to f double prime now. And I see different things happening with f double prime around 1, so I'm going to just put a 1 on my f double prime chart. Before I get to 1, my second derivative is less than 0, which means it's going to be negative. And then after 1, my second derivative is going to be bigger than 0, so it's going to be positive. So that is telling me that my graph is going to be concave down until I get to 1, and then after that, my graph needs to be concave up. And by looking at my graph, that is definitely not happening. I need it to be concave down like a frown till I get to 1. So I know this whole area I have it concave up like a cup right now. So I'm actually going to be drawing it like that, because now notice that it is concave down like a frown, and all the way till I get to 1, it still has to be concave down. So again, if I make it like that, notice again, I'm still concave down like a frown. And then after 1, it needs to actually go to concave up. So I'm going to make it kind of go like that, because notice now it looks concave up like a cup. So I'm just going to redraw that graph so we can really tell what's going on. So it's going to look like this, and then it's still going to look like that, and then it switches. So that is what my graph of f would look like.